about 5 years ago, a number of us, there was a leadership group called the Hub, which was made up of leaders in the Buncombe County area. And a guy by Jack Cecil, who's president of Biltmore Farms, was one of the leaders of the Hub. And Jack asked me, and other Hub members asked me, to help coordinate an effort to investigate what could be done related to broadband. And we started a committee made up of local cities to recruit a company to come into Western North Carolina and provide high-speed gigabit service for the entire area. And then we narrowed it down to 5 cities that were along the broadband network that we had talked about, had been connecting the universities. And we went out and put out a proposal, and we got 2 companies that came forward and said they were interested in working with us. At the end of the day, we were not successful with it because the national trends had changed, and Google and AT&T and these other big providers were no longer trying to do community-wide projects. They were more interested in specific neighborhoods or sub-projects. And so that project we called West Next Generation Network. And we had 5 cities that worked together. And at the end of the day, we weren't particularly successful, although we did recruit River Street as a provider that had increased interest in helping us in Western North Carolina. Hotwire was another one. There's other firms that we dealt with, but we were not successful to the degree we would have liked. That ultimately then was given to the Land of Sky Regional Planning Commission, and Sarah Nichols, who works with Land of Sky, is the leader of that effort. And the cities and counties continue to work together with Land of Sky, and they've received a number of grants to do planning, to do training, to help with the schools. And we're very proud of what Land of Sky has done with the West Next Generation Network project. But because we shifted that over to Land of Sky, we then created the Wnc Broadband Project, which is in partnership with UNC Asheville. And we use the UNCA students to help us do policy papers, to help us do videos. And we have a class this winter that's going to be doing a set of videos and multimedia conversations with the public about broadband and the needs here in the Asheville area. So that's what we're currently working on, is wncbroadband.org, and it's been a fun project. We have no particular structure to it other than the partnership with UNC Asheville, and the chancellor there, Nancy Cable, has been phenomenally supportive, and they are hosting every year a leadership summit related to broadband. And we're busy putting that together for 2022, in which in the past we've had over 100 individuals get together. And these are the county commissioners and legislators and mayors and others to talk about broadband. And I think this year there'll be a lot of interest again because of the money that's now available. So that's just a little bit about the history. We've involved a lot of interesting people. Just a few of them jump to mind. One is a gentleman by the name of Stag Newman. Stag was the chief technologist at the FCC and was one of the co-authors of President Obama's broadband plan. And he knows more about technology than anybody that I know of. And Stag constantly reminds me that we're really swimming against the current in Western North Carolina because the mountain cost of laying fiber is so much higher than fiber being laid in Eastern North Carolina or elsewhere. And so the money that's being given out will go less far here than it will in other parts of the state. So Stag is one person. We also have Greg Vogt, who was a former FCC attorney, and he's lent his hand to this project. We have a national consultant by the name of Doug Dawson, who's very prominent in this issue. He lives in Asheville. We have a number of people that have retired here or are willing to donate their time for broadband here in the region. So part of our task is to get these people engaged and involved in supporting broadband.